What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is 2 Liter J, or if you're watching this on my second channel where I upload this at, my name is Young G, but either between my name is 2 Liter J, that's what I go by. But welcome back to today's video. And in today's video, I've been sick the past couple of days, so I've been doing some research on my next symbol video that I wanted to do. So I put my eye towards the U.S. capital of the government of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., and I looked at a few aerial line views from the sky towards the streets and what they really represent, and I looked towards some of the landmarks and a couple of statues that they have around here, and I'm going to give the meaning to those of them right now. So for the first one, we have the Washington Monument. And this is displayed over Washington, D.C. near the pool of reflection, the reflection pool. And the Washington Monument goes back to Egypt, and it's called an obelisk. And if you go back even further to Babylon, its origin, the word obelisk literally means Baal shaft or Baal's reproductive organ. Baal, Baal, that's the same name of the god, but mostly known as Baal, and Baal's shaft is his reproductive organ, and that's what the obelisk or the Washington Monument represents. And if you don't know what a reproductive organ is, it's a penis, a bull's penis, because Baal was represented as a bull, and they would sacrifice children and humans to the bull for their sun worship, or if they were into phallus worship, fertility, they would use the obelisk as well, and it has pagan origins too as well. The obelisk. If you don't know who Baal is, he's the god version of Nimrod. The first emperor, the creator of the Tower of Babel. Its architect as well. And Baal and Anu were the two main deity gods of the Babylon pantheon of their many gods that they have. And it's just not represented in Egypt or Babylon or the United States. It's represented across everywhere. If you look at Italy, the Vatican, it's represented there too outside the Catholic Church. It's there too in the center. The Jesuits have it there too, the faith Catholics. So that's just letting you know who runs the U.S. government and the Catholic Church, and what they're really worshiping. So moving on, I have a statue of George Washington. And if you look at the statue of George Washington, I'm not sure exactly where this is located at in Washington, but if you look at it from the front, look at it from the side, people see this all the time, tourists see this all the time, but you can clearly see what this statue represents. If you take a look at my gallery, in my gallery, I have the Baphomet statue from my other symbol video the other day. If you look at the throne of George Washington, you look at the hand gestures, the bare chest, the robes. Now look at the Baphomet, look at the hand gestures, the way he's sitting, the throne that the Baphomet's sitting on. You can clearly see that this representation, the formality of what George Washington is supposed to be here, is pretty much a representation of Baphomet. And all he is just missing the horns of the goat, and he would clearly be the Baphomet. But moving on to the skyline views, I have the skyline views north of downtown of Washington, D.C., from the Capitol. And from there, you can clearly see from that circle to that circle to that circle to the Capitol to that circle, it forms a pentagram. The Order of the Eastern Star uses this for Freemasonry, the female version, the Order of the Eastern Star of Freemasonry. It's also the star of the Satanic Church, or pretty much the Baphomet star, the 5-star pentagram. Yeah, that's what the streets form. Here's another photo without the lines connecting it. Here's another photo, and in this photo you can clearly see that it's not very far from the Supreme Council and also the 33rd Temple of the Freemasons. And if you look down more, you can clearly see that another form of the streets forms the Freemason compass. If you don't know what that is, here's another photo of it. That's the same one. Let me see. Let me go up more. Here we go. Here's the other street. Well, this is the same street, but if you look at it, it clearly forms the Freemason compass and the ruler. Here's the Freemason compass and the ruler. This is the logo of the Freemasons use. Here's another one with the pillars of Hercules and the all-seeing eye. Here's another photo of it with the pillars of Hercules and the all-seeing eye, and then also the black and white tiles of the duality that they have. If you don't know why they're showing the all-seeing eye, Freemasons, if you descend throughout their ranks in Freemasonry or the Order of the Eastern Star or whatever branch of Freemasonry you are in, you begin to learn that Lucifer is the god of your religion in Freemasonry. You don't find that out when you first join, but you will as soon as you join and descend upon their ranks. So yeah, that's that. And now going back to Washington D.C. itself, the White House, the capital of the United States of America. If you look at it, it forms an owl. And here's that but outlined. And now you can clearly see that it forms the owl. Here's another photo, but higher more, from a higher skyline view. There's Washington right there. But here it is. That's the owl right there. And if you don't know why they're showing the owl, the god Moloch, pretty much the fallen angel deity. Moloch is represented as an owl, who's also represented as a bull. Similarities between them, Baal too as well, the bull. Both are represented as a bull. Both have stuff to do with child sacrifice, but Baphomet did too as well. But going back to the owl, if you know what the owl means, it's the representation, as I just said, of the Moloch, the fallen angel, or the god of these people that worship it, Freemasons too as well. So if you know what Bohemian Grove here in California is, Bohemian Grove is a secret society where all the elite, all the Hollywood high-ranking officials meet. George Bush Sr. attends there too as well, and they do a mock, or who knows if it is a mock interpretation of a human sacrifice, but they do supposedly a mock ritual sacrifice of a human called the cremation of care to a 50 or 60 foot huge statue of an owl, and that's the statue. It represents Moloch, for the human sacrifice, as I just said. So yeah, that's what Washington is outlined supposed to be. Just letting you know who really runs the U.S. government and who's behind of everything. Who commands our free world. Is supposedly what we have. I do not know if Donald Trump is behind this. Yes, I am a Donald Trump supporter, but hey, we'll find out in the end. God bless this, God bless that. But yeah, this clearly represents lets you know who really runs the U.S. government. And to the people who do not believe the conspiracies that they want to call it, even though I just gave you proof of really, what this supposed theory is. It's not a theory when it's the truth, if you feel what I mean. But yeah, to the non-believers, this is trying to give you proof. This lets you know. I don't know who really is running it, if it's the Illuminati, if it's Freemasonry, but I think it's a branch of every secret society that they have trying to aim to the New World Order. Because if you think about it, they say a satanic church, anti-Levain, that satanic church, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, they're all part of the same agenda, bringing in Lucifer to this world. CERN is doing that through its portals, if that don't go through well, the Hadron Collider, the LHC key, the keys to the abyss. I do another video on that. I think I have already in my previous videos I did on CERN. You could go look that up. But back to the point is, yeah. These representations clearly let you know who's running the U.S. government. So I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what y'all think. My name's 2 Liter J, and I am out.